You know, it's going to come. I'm going to have to figure out a way to give you another haircut because I'll tell you what, this is Jill for today.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Cheers.
Welcome to our signature glass of wine.
Yep.
Jill is enjoying a nice California Cabernet Sauvignon, and I have the very last of my 10-year-old Tawny Port from Portugal that a viewer was kind enough to send to us.
Yes, that's
Thank
gone.
you.
Yeah. And this is like gold. It's just like gold.
Oh, that's good.
A glass of cheap wine never tasted so good. Oh my goodness. How are all you out there? I hope you guys are doing really well.
And safe.
Safe. You washing those hands?
That's right.
So speaking of hands, before we even get started, I wanted to show you some gloves that we have. Now these gloves, these are, I'll show you a box here. Can they see the box? Because I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are regular gloves we keep in the house all the time.
Yeah, all the time. We have these. I use them, if I'm cleaning, and they're just your nice little latex kind of glove.
Or if you're handling,
Food,
chicken or pork or
something like that.
Yeah.
But some friends of ours told us about these. And I found these on Amazon, and quite honestly, I don't know whether they're still available, but these are another glove that is available. And this is, I call them the little quickie gloves. And they have them all the different sizes, small, medium, and large. And you see, these are this kind of glove. All right, see, it's real thin. This is Randy's
easy to
size.
put on,
oh, yeah.
easy to take off, and then you just throw them away.
Yeah, and if you want to check the mail or you want to pick up a box and bring it into the house, things that you might be a little more paranoid about, this is cheap. So, and I'll put a link down below in that description box where it says show more. And as I said, I don't know whether they're still available or not, but they are a good find if you can get them. All right, we're doing good.
We're doing great.
We're doing good.
We're
We're hanging tough. We did have a good week.
The sun is out. We're having our very first barbecue of the season. That's exciting.
I'll tell you what was exciting is when he walked in that kitchen and he saw all my bread ingredients on the kitchen counter.
I'm a breadosaurus.
He is a breadosaurus, and I'm going to bake a loaf of bread on my Traeger. It's going to be a kettle bread, with the cast iron,
She's
pot.
baking it on the Traeger because we do not have a stove. We have not had a stove for about 5 or 6 weeks, and we don't know when they're going to replace it. So
we were supposed to have a delivery on Tuesday, and she called and said, I'm sorry, the delivery guy who's supposed to do this for you has some daycare issues and he's not going to be here. And of course I understood. I said, ain't no biggie. In the scheme of things, okay, that's fine. I still have my hot plate. It's supposed to come next week.
I think we already told you that the repairs on the stove were $1,800 and it was under warranty.
Crazy.
So GE just decided to replace the stove with a new one. So that's good. The other highlight, personally, for me of the week was that I tried something we hadn't tried before. Now, one of my favorite foods in the world, aside from bread, is hash brown potatoes.
Yes.
I love hash browns. Hash browns are something we don't see in the Jill Verde household because
I don't make good hash browns.
Well, there's that, but more than that is they require a lot of oil, and they're fried, and Jill Verde always says, no oil for you, fat boy.
No, now stop.
Oh.
You tell him that's just not true. I just say, you sure you want to put all that oil on those potatoes?
Anyway, I found a recipe for hash browns. And I took a one russet potato, medium potato, and just put it through the...
You shredded it.
I shredded it on a little hand shredder, and salted and peppered the potatoes, put it on the panini press.
Amazing.
With one potato,
it was teaspoon, wasn't it?
It was half a tablespoon of butter, melted butter, and just press that, and about 8 to 10 minutes later, I had crispy, delicious hash browns.
And they were crispy.
Yeah.
They were excellent.
Good.
And
so now that I have a virtually fat-free way of making hash browns, I'll get hash browns more often.
You will, because I mean, you can cook them on there, and I'm happy camper because I don't make good hash browns. I just don't. Well, we had something else for the first time that we did this week. We needed a few things. There were things we needed, and we couldn't get them at the store. So this man put his little noggin on.
And it is little.
He looked at Walmart online. Now, first of all, we had to wait like 3 days because they had no delivery and no pickup times available. And we had to go to a different town. However, they had everything we wanted, including my wine.
But the drive to Cleveland was nice, so no.
They had everything we wanted. They brought it out. They were very careful not to get in our face. We loaded the car. As I said, they had everything we wanted.
You don't even have to sign the receipt if you don't want to. I'll sign it for you. There's cameras that show that I'm doing it. So
it was and we've never shopped at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I have to say we were quite impressed.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, also
prices were decent.
They were, and we've always badmouthed Walmart.
Yeah,
we just have.
Well, I don't know what it's like now, but in the past they've had some questionable practices with their employees and stuff like that. But anyway, it was a very pleasant, very painless experience.
And we will do that.
Yeah,
again.
If we need anything and anything more, and if they have anything.
Yeah.
So.
Then we went to the gas station yesterday at Costco. Oh my
gosh. We tried to get gas earlier in the week at Costco.
Yeah, maybe late last week. I don't know.
And you would not have believed the line. It was out the door. So we went to Costco gas station yesterday after a ride in the country, and nobody.
Not one car in the lot. Not one car.
We had the whole, I don't know,
5, 6, 7 lanes. What do they have?
Yeah, 24 pump gas station to ourselves. So
we drove up. And I said, "What the heck's going on here?" Actually, when we drove up, I said, "Oh my God, they're out of gasoline." That was my first thought. There's no gas, and then we realized there's just no cars.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're paying for gasoline in other parts of the country, but $2.49 a gallon sounded pretty good to us.
Do you remember when gasoline was like 29 cents a gallon?
I remember paying 19 cents a gallon for it on base when I was in the Air Force.
Not only did you pay only 29 cents a gallon, you got a free set of dishware, or a free set of silverware, or a free set of glasses.
Washed your windshields, they checked your oil, they checked your tire pressure.
And then there were the blue chip stamps, the S&H stamps.
That's the joys of being old. You remember the good old days.
True. But really, $2 and I had my car filled. Yeah. Honestly,
and yet she still ran out of gas.
I did still run out of gas.
I can remember pushing her little Volkswagen when we were dating.
They did. And that was very nice of you, because you could have dubbed me right there on the spot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got a list. See there, I said we're going to come prepared this week. I do, always.
Usually it's full of honeydew items.
Yes, honeydew items. Okay, I talked about the gloves. The other thing I wanted to tell you what we're doing, and I mentioned this I think the last time, and this is just again my little quirks. I'm a germaphobe, but they're not bad ideas. Is that when we have groceries come in, anything that's got a hard package on it, I wipe down with a sanitizer. And let it kind of sit there, and it doesn't take long for them to dry out. But anything that's got like a hard box or packaging, I've been doing that, and I'm feeling more secure. I don't know, but I feel better, because how many hands have been on those things before I put them in my cart?
We got a mail order delivery of medication yesterday from our Kaiser pharmacy. She wipes down every single bottle.
You bet. Those bottles don't go anywhere until we... And the other thing, and I thought about this, and I think you read about it, is that, our recyclable, our plastic totes that you take to the grocery store now, well, and I thought about it and I didn't do it. He read an article and it commented on the fact that it might be suggested that you wipe them down.
Unless you wipe down the inside and outside of your reusable plastic bag, you might be better off taking the store's disposable bags.
Yeah. And the handles, of course. So anyway, thought I'd pass that little information on to you.
Lots of little tips.
Lots of tips. Speaking of tips, now, everyone's going a little woo-hoo, and we have rented 2 films this week that are absolute total escapism, fun, and they took up like 2 hours each one took about 2 hours.
Yeah, we had to pay to rent them on Xfinity.
$4. What a
But I did a Google search for, and we're not into animated films normally, but I did a Google search on animated films that adults would enjoy, and actually are geared more towards adults than they are to children.
Definitely.
So we watched Wall-E, which is a Disney film, and we watched Zootopia, which was also another Disney film. We enjoyed them both immensely.
Very much.
And we also watched one of our favorites, which is Tom Hanks' film Larry Crown.
Which we've told you about, with an E.
So I got her to watch a trailer for Madagascar, which I think we're going to try and watch as well. But normally animated films doesn't do it for us. Although
go ahead.
We own Ratatouille, and we watched that the other day for the 3,650,000th time.
He was in the office, and I'm kind of rattling around, and I have a terrible time getting that DVD player to work. I did all the, there's like 5 different remotes, and one of them is supposed to make it work. Anyway, I got it in there, and I got the remote set up, and I got past all the previews. I couldn't get the darn thing to start the movie, and I came in. Oh my goodness! And I came in with that thing. I said, I can't get it to work because I needed solace, I needed peace, and I needed my little guy, Ratatouille.
Right.
So we
and the other film we own that you love is Happy Feet.
Oh, Happy Feet. It's great. Anyway, we did enjoy them very much.
Yeah.
So we recommend them.
That's a good way to escape now that a lot of us are just basically either quarantined or self-quarantined.
Yeah.
So
it is, those kinds. In fact, this is a good place to insert this little thing I'm going to tell you about. He and I are working on a video, and it's almost done, about how many ways you can eat up time in your home. If you're home and you are like going a little bonkers and you need something to do and you're bored, we got some tips for you. Okay, stove, barbecue. Oh yeah, I got my blood work next week. I have this multiple myeloma, which is a bone marrow cancer, and thank you God, I've not had to have any kind of chemotherapy. However, I'm very closely monitored, very closely.
Every quarter she goes in for blood testing.
Oh, the whole 9
Every year
yards.
she has a skeletal survey, which is top to bottom x-rays.
So my blood work's coming up, and I called the doctor, and I said, okay, what are we doing here? And she said, you got to go in. And so I'm going to go in, but I'm going to get us both masks, so we can.
The other thing we are a little concerned with is she's felt a little run down recently, and she's a little pale. She's not really albino, but
I am pale.
Anyway, so we're afraid her iron might be low again, and what they do for that is iron infusions. It's like a 3 or 4 hour infusion, and we hope she doesn't have to go through that. We'd like to avoid hospitals and clinics and
absolutely
that kind of thing as much as possible.
Everybody would.
Yep.
The thing we've noticed, and I'm sure you have, any interactions we've had with people, whether it's basically it is on the phone right now, but if we've had to be out, or like the lady at Walmart and the young woman at the Costco pumping station, everyone is so nice and patient and
respectful
helpful
of your personal space.
Oh, I just think I do. I mean, I'm like, it's like we're all into this together, and we all are going to make it through this, but we all have to find a way to navigate.
Unlike those people on the Florida beaches who are
what's wrong with those people?
Crazy. Just crazy.
It's terrible. I mean, they're saying, I don't care if I get coronavirus.
If I get it. Because as all the data is showing, this virus is hitting the young as well as the old.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got that. Here's a little something here. I don't know, I'm sure you have. If you're watching any television and you're watching commercials, you are saying, oh my gosh, look at these commercials for everything. But I'm just
Atlantis.
Yes. And all these people are together, and they're all in restaurants, and they're all in shopping centers, and it's like shopping centers. Boy, does that date me or what? Malls. And I'm thinking, oh my God. I mean, it's just so obvious that there's no space between all of these people, that we're just all glommed in together, and it's weird. It is to me, it's kind of, it's like it's like a bolt of lightning for me. It's just a bizarre thing to see. And you look at this stuff, these people are still advertising vacations, air carriers, cruise lines, and I'm thinking, oh my word.
And of course the drug companies are advertising every drug in the world.
Yeah.
You know, if I did what the drug companies say to do, ask your doctor if this drug is right for you, my doctor would, her full-time job would be responding to my emails telling me, no, that's not right for you, that's not right for you, that's not right for you, leave me alone.
You know, it used to be when they first started doing...
Sometimes they don't even tell you what the drug is for. They just want you to ask your doctor if it's right for you.
Well, that's how it was when they first got started advertising prescriptions on TV. They didn't even tell you what it was for. They just said, ask your doctor if whatever Prilosec is right for you. And you'd say, gosh, I don't know, what is Prilosec and do I really need it?
I don't know. Some of these commercials I find offensive. The bears with the toilet papers.
Oh my God.
That's way
First of all, there's no
offensive.
Toilet paper.
That I find offensive.
Yeah, I'm like a crotchety old man.
I am a crotchety old man and proud of it.
And you know, when I'm listening to you talk to them and telling you know, you're so deadpan. This man's a riot when he's on his own. Yeah. I mean, he's just like a stitch in my side.
Listen to Uncle Director. He won't steer you wrong.
Okay, all right. I think that's it. I just wanted to mention how we've realized how intimate we are with other people's personal space, and I guess that's going to change.
But the sun is shining. Oh. It's beautiful. It's going to be in the 60s. This is the first day I've been able to wear just a t-shirt. I'm a happy camper. And
you know, the other thing that you might think about, if you're kind of holed up and you don't have a lot of people around you. And I phoned a friend who's older than, well, actually she's older than you. I haven't talked to her for...
Older than me?
I know, it's amazing.
Is that possible?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in, well, months and months. And I called her and I said, I'm just checking on you. Everybody's doing that kind of thing. But where I was going with this is call people. Don't text them, call them. We need some outreach. We need some people. We need this interaction. The other thing, if you know people who Facebook chat or Skype or FaceTime or whatever those things are, it really does allow you to be with the person, whether it's family or friends. Do it. It just, you will feel so much better. You'll feel so much connection. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah. We get all those warm and fuzzy compliments like, we wish you were our grandparents.
We do now.
Thanks a lot.
We do. And now, you know what? I take it as a compliment. I want to write them back and say, don't say that to me ever again. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I don't mean, but I want to.
Our bodies may be older, but our minds are
We're up there.
Younger.
We're 26, baby. We're 26. Here's the thing, is that we didn't have kids. All right. So we didn't? No, honey. Yeah. I'm telling you, we didn't.
You know, my parents always wanted children.
So the thing is we have no judging. We have no a measuring stick as far as, are we supposed to be grandparents at this age? Well, of course we are. And because we don't have
great-grandparents.
Maybe great-grandparents, depending. So we have no measuring stick. We have no way to say, oh yeah, we are grandparents. Well, guess what, honey?
Yeah.
We're grandparent age. That's for sure. But I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm very happy that we're here with you people. You people. I hate when I say that.
My hands are going to blow away because from washing them, they've gotten so dry.
They're awful.
My sister heard a disc jockey say the other day he'd washed his hands so many times, he actually found the answers to his 7th grade history test.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah. But anyway, we're just really so happy that we're here with you and you're with us and we have some connection time. So, having said that, I'm going to grab another...
Having said that, I'm going to finish the last of this wonderful...
Oh, you poor little thing. You'll have to start drinking my cheap wine. And we also have beer to fall back on.
Goodbye, old friend.
Grab that little...
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. I think we're ready.
Are we ready to say goodbye?
I think so. We love you all.
Thanks for visiting with us.
Yes, and
we do love you.
We do.
Please stay safe. We'd like to see you back here.
Wash those hands.
Wash your hands. Maintain your personal space. Yeah. And
take a walk.
Find some activities to do around the house that you've been putting off. Yeah. You might find you actually enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. See y'all later. Bye-bye.